So Richard Barton, he is the CEO of Zillow. He was a co-founder of Zillow. I want you to keep that in mind. Back in the 90s, travel agents was the way to go when it comes to travel, right? But in 2000, Expedia got launched. Now, I want you to look at Expedia. What happened when Expedia got launched in the year 2000, this is, according to Business Insider, the blue solid line that's going down, those are travel agents. And the light blue line is the revenue for hotels. So because of Expedia, revenue went up for hotels, but travel agents got out of the business. I'm going to show you a different one. This is the labor department. Labor department shows you the full-time travel agents employed, and look at how it's gone down from 2000. It was at its peak. And then once Expedia got launched, look. Okay, now, guess who invented or created Expedia? The person who invented Expedia that basically knocked out the travel agency industry was none other than Rich Barton, the current CEO of Zillow. So you tell me, is there something afoot here? CNBC did this great thing about malls. And for those of you, to show your age, do you remember malls in the 80s when I was a kid? And I would go to mall was like an event, right? Because you saw movies, you got music, you hang out with your friends. Michelle, yes? Who is it? Who used to go to malls as a kid? Let me see the old farts here. So now Amazon comes out and people say, Amazon's going to take out malls and take out the small guy. That's not too far from the truth, because now look at this. This is a mall. This is me videotaping a mall that was open. This mall is open. And so we went from this. If you said to me in the 80s that malls would be obsolete, look at this poor woman. I felt my heart fell into my shoe. This poor woman trying to give me food. Look at who's in the food court. This poor woman. It was horrible. I went back and I just bought stuff after I finished filming. So we went from this to a ghost town. Now, if you really look at Zillow and I created this chart and I took our industry and put it into categories: showing homes, prospecting, closing homes, listings home, marketing home, mortgages, rentals. I took our industry and put it into categories, and every one of those companies there, Zillow owns. So, to summarize, what we have to do is stop feeding the wolf over here. There's a story about the two wolves. One's good, one's evil. Who's going to win? And the Cherokee fable says it's the one that is going to win is the one that you keep feeding, or the one that's going to lose is the one you stop feeding. So we got to stop feeding Zillow with our money and make changes in your MLS and be stronger at your own marketing. And you've got to stay relevant. If there was any time for you guys to be into training and coaching, now's the time. We're moving into a year. I'm going to show you something. Which before I do that, I'm going to shout out to the power agents in the classroom. We have a lot of social media guides that will help you not work with Zillow. So for example, how to get leads in LinkedIn. We have a guide for that. We have a webinar in there. We have a guide on how to use Instagram for your business, if that's what you want to do. You don't have to do all these. If you go into classroom, you go into tech tools and training, you will see those. In addition, we have the most extensive business plan in the industry. All of my colleagues, I love all of them. I mention names, they're all great, but nobody's got the business plan that we have. It's 55 pages. Power agents, you've got that. And one other thing, we have bonus plans that we created. We created a business plan. If you need business in the next 30 days, there's a business plan for that.